And very, very excited to be joined by Decamerion Richardson. And Decam, like, I was curious. So I'm going through the stats, everything this week, and I was looking at playtime percentages, right? So essentially the snaps that you've played this season. And over the past month, we're just going up and up and up and up. And then you look at Sunday and you played, gosh, was it 97? I think you only missed like one defensive snap, whatever it was. Physically, how do you feel on Monday morning when you wake up? And that's the most football you played in a minute.
I feel good, you know. We train for it each and every week, so I be prepared for it, and it just feel great, good.
You know, and last week's such a unique experience, or a unique kind of instance for, I mean, the team in general, but you in particular, right? Where JB goes down, and then you're kind of thrown in there, and literally first drive. Like, how is that the process of going from, I don't want to say sitting on the sidelines, but being there, obviously ready, mentally engaged, to like, okay, now now it's go time. Like, how did that work for you?
Like I say I was prepared for it because we train and practice, and I get my reps in practice, and when the opportunity comes, like they put me out there and I do my thing. So,
what's the feeling like when you're like, okay, like it's go time now, like feet on the grass, like this isn't practice, like it's time for me to go, and I'm gonna play a lot today.
Yeah, it's just like do my job, focus on my assignment and execute. That's the main things that go through my head when I'm out there.
We're talking about you playing a little bit more and more and more each week, and I'm curious, like before the bye, you have the opportunity. It's the most that you played up to that point, but you have a few opportunities to go against a guy like Jamar Chase, right? Like one of the best in the NFL. Like, doesn't matter how you shake it, like he's one of those dudes. Yeah. Like, what do you as a young dude kind of take out of that experience, being able to go one-on-one against one of the best guys in the NFL?
Like I say, I just go in there and trust my trainer how I do. I stay calm, and I feel like I can play with the best of them. So I just go out there and do my job.
Is it, you're talking about a dude like Jamar, right? And we're talking about just like a beast, right? No matter how you shake it. But like, how important is that for, like you said, a young dude like you, building your confidence up, being like, hey, like, I know I can do this. Not that I have to prove it to anyone, but like, I know, like, to myself now, going against a guy like this, like, I can hang and I can do it at a high level.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pretty confident guy, so like I say, lining up in front of, I feel like lining up in front of it, no matter who it is, I get out there, and do what I got to do. So.
We heard from AP earlier today, and he was asked about you, and he said, like, it was such a benefit for not only you, but just young dudes in general to kind of have the opportunity to, like, sit and watch for a few weeks, right? And he said, the big difference when you've had that opportunity to sit and then you come back in and your number's called, he goes, he feels like the game slows down a lot for young guys kind of still figuring their way out in the NFL. Like, was that kind of the experience for you, like, after, being there and having a chance to watch for those first few weeks and then being thrown in, that the game did kind of slow down a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like it did. I got a chance to learn the playbook a little more, and like watching, JB and Jack, and seeing the things that they do, and like I can implement that in my game. And I feel like sitting back and watching did help me a little bit.
In terms of JB, and you're looking at kind of parallels between you and JB, right? Like JB, a guy last year who kind of similar to you. As the season went on, it feel like he was asked to do a little bit more. The reps go up. Like, how valuable of an asset is he still? To you, still as a young guy, second-year guy, but saying, like, hey, man, like, I know where you've been. Like, I was there 12 months ago.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's good, being able to learn from the things that he did and is doing now. I feel like that helps me a lot, especially he was just in my position, so yeah, he helps out a lot.
Yeah, big time. And you look at this DB room and you look at the secondary in general, and right, it's kind of been the story of the past couple of weeks is young guys having to step up, dudes who maybe weren't getting a ton of run that first half of the season, say, hey, like, it's our time to go in there and kind of show what we can do and contribute to the 53 on a game day. Like, how exciting is it for you to have, it's not only just you that's stepping up, to have all these guys on the roster kind of stepping up, having their moment here?
Yeah, I feel like it's incredible, all those rookies coming in. We had a good rookie class. We coming in, all playing, doing a good job. So I feel like that's real good.
And one of those rookies who's just playing out of his mind right now is Brock, right? I mean, you look at what this dude is doing, not only in, a week-to-week type of basis, but like when you zoom out and you look at what he's doing, historically speaking, in terms of not only tight ends, but just playmakers in NFL history is pretty wild. Like, how would you guard Brock, right? Like, you line up against him in practice. Like, how do you try to make him, take him away from what he wants to do?
Brock's a really good good tight end. You know, I'll hold him. I'm do my thing. You know, put my hands on him and stuff. But like he's a real special player. You know, and he keep going the way he's going. He's gonna be one of the best and all-time greats.
You know, and we talk about that rookie class, right? And you look at dudes contributing right away, right? Brock's out there doing his thing. DJ's out there doing his thing. JPJ, like there's so many dudes in this class that are going out there and contributing. And regardless of like what happens this Sunday, right? Like, have you guys had a chance to be like, hey, like our young nucleus, like our draft class has the opportunity to do some pretty cool things for this organization?
We did, but not really yet. We ain't really just got together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's one of those things I think, again, when we look back, it'll be pretty cool to see like how you guys all grew up and how you guys all matured and you know, both on and off the field. But, you know, shifting ahead to this weekend, right? Bo Nix, the Denver Broncos coming to town. First off, it feels like you guys haven't played a home game in forever.
Yeah.
It's been like a month.
Yeah,
it's been a month since you were at Allegiant. Like, first off, I mean, how stoked are you guys to get back to the friendly confines of Allegiant, be playing in front of the fan base, be able to enjoy that energy, and get back to playing some quality football?
Nah, really excited. Get to be back. You know, all the fans here, get to that black hole, you know, celebrate and do our thing. I'm real excited.
What do you, when you guys look at this Broncos offense, right? And I think so much, for good reason, is brought up about how good their defense is. You know, top 5 defense, they're explosive, dynamic. They do everything good, right? But offensively, like, what do you see from Bo Nix, another rookie, another young dude in the NFL, and this Broncos offense?
It's a couple things he do good, and it's a couple things that I feel like we can capitalize off. You know, we just watch the film and see what those things is, and you know, execute on those.
You know, really, I think probably since we came back from the bye, like it feels like the main kind of theme of everything that's going on both sides of the football, right, is communication, right? And we heard so much about the offense improving their communication, the defense trying to tighten up their communication. How do you, as we sit here in mid-November, right, like how does a team work on improving communication?
Just each and every day work on it, you know, being around each other. I think that helps out a lot more too, being able to get to know each other, and that helps out communication, you know, telling us different what spots we need to be at and things like that.
You know, I'm glad you brought up the fact, like, getting to know each other a little bit more, like, off the field, too. Like, how important is it to kind of have, like you said, to grow those relationships so the communication on the field is even better and a little bit easier, too?
Yeah, I feel like that helps out a lot, getting to know your teammate. That helps out a lot to build a chemistry.
Who's the one guy in the secondary room, right, in the DB room, that makes you laugh more than anyone else?
I'd probably say Nate.
Nate? I feel like I should have known that. I feel like whenever we ask anyone, like, hey, who's the funniest guy on the team, Nate's always the de facto answer.
It's Nate or Darnay Holmes. He's out of them two.
What's the last thing that Nate did that you just kind of made you shake your head and laugh?
Oh, what did he do? It was something in the meeting room he said, and I was just it was funny. I was laughing.
I don't want to get you in trouble, but he had you guys laughing in the meeting room.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, man, it was a lot of fun hanging out with you. I heard this morning that Decam's a pretty good dancer. Got the guys going on a Wednesday, getting ready to rock. Can we confirm this?
Yeah, we can.
How important is it to have that high energy, getting guys rocking on a Wednesday morning?
Good. It's always good to get the team going. You know, it bring the energy and get things going.
So what did we do to get guys going this morning? What was the energy creator this morning?
I did a hop. I'm part of a fraternity.
Okay.
Omega Psi Phi, and I did a little hop for them.
There we go. All right. I love it. Well, hey, man, it was so much so happy. I'm so glad that we got you up here. We haven't talked to you in a minute since training camp, so it was good to get you back up in the mix into the bright lights of the studio.
Oh, yeah.
You did a great job. That's the SEC media training there for you. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Hey, but best of luck this weekend, man, and continued success along the way, okay?
All right. Thank you.